The Cambridge Center, the Chesapeake College Cambridge Center has always had a director here, and for a couple decades it was Bob Becker, who did great work. When I was at Main Street, Bob Becker was here. We did some work together. We collaborated on some building improvements and things. And then the city of Cambridge recruited me to come work for them as the Associate Director of Economic Development for the city. We were able to make some cool things happen over a couple years there. And so Chesapeake College, the interim director before me had approached me and said, hey, like I'm probably going to be done here in a couple months and we really need to plant our feet on a real director. So if you're interested, check it out. Yes, I really wasn't entertaining even new work because I loved my job at the city. I loved my job at Main Street. Like I loved all of it. What attracted me here was getting closer to a solution. One of the things that attracted me to this job was working for the city. Everything felt, it was just a one-man show, very little funding. You can still make some pretty awesome things happen, but everything was like fly by the seat of our pants a little bit. Here at the college, it felt like a little bit closer towards the community development side of things that I wanted to be on. Not that I really enjoy working with business owners and developers. I love that, dealing with people that have crazy ideas. But trying to transact actual change here in Cambridge and Dorchester County, I think I needed to get closer towards this like workforce side of things. But so we're really kind of trying to plant our feet now on like, you know, helping people get to the workforce, not just in few dollar an hour jobs, but the types of jobs that like change the course of their families for years. Then my job becomes getting out of this building and actually thinking strategically on programming that our community needs years down the road. You know, if it takes 2 years to build a program, it takes a year to develop it, and then it takes 2 years to graduate a student in that skill, you've got to be thinking about what the workforce demands are 6 or 7 years from now. GIS is a workforce need that's been building significantly over the last few years, and then 5 or 6 years from now will be a full-out demand. We have the benefit of feeder programs at Salisbury and Washington College, so like there is some strategy to it as well. Right. You're a student, you can't really afford that yet. We can give you some programming that transfers. Right. But being able to do it in a downtown urban environment where you can actually walk city streets, in a city whose GIS department won a special achievement in GIS award from Esri, 3 years ago, actually working with staff here on projects that they're trying to develop. So like we were able to bring in the American Jobs Center and the Workforce Investment Board. You've got somebody accessing services at the Department of Social Services and Workforce, and they want to get a CDL. They want to get their commercial driver's license. They go meet the Workforce Investment Board person down at the Social Services. Walk all the way down here to get like a signature. Walk all the way back to get another signature. Walk all the way back here to take an entrance test, like an AccuPlacer test. Walk all the way back to get that signed. And really, so for my first week here, it was like, all right, so those guys need to be here. The American Job Center also provides like job search assistance, resume development. I mean, it's like, it should be here. It's the old days of fill that out, we'll get back to you. Mm-hmm. It doesn't work for someone who's a non-traditional student that doesn't have the supports at home. The goal. I mean, I still consider my job economic development. I'm the director of the Chesapeake College Cambridge Center, and certainly I have some administrative functions here that I need, but the root of that is still very much economic development. So when people come to school here, credit or non-credit, I see that as an economic benefit. The eventual goal would be to have students kind of milling around town, buying lunches and getting coffee at the bakery. And I think, again, if I had a magic hat and I could work off the top of the wish list, we would make a significant dent in this workforce and skilled trades learning. And more specifically, we'd become a home for the Marine Service Technician program. We have a program already. It's a credit program. They've done a great job with it at Wye Mills, trying to get it off the ground. I just can't think of a better location than Cambridge to hold a Marine Service Technician program. And I think very close second to that would be like a more formulated partnership with Dorchester County Public Schools for, and again, just a synergistic use of the Career and Technology Center. Which, there will be some component of us in the packing house, and I actually just saw some of the draft MOUs and the boring paperwork that has to get done, but there will be some component of our culinary. We're developing a culinary program, and that'll still be housed at the Wye Mills campus for great reason. But there is going to be a component at the packing house. The venue and the project is just an awesome project anyway, but the facility itself, that kitchen facility is just an asset here that I think we really saw as a benefit. So I think we can get some adult-focused workforce skills training in the culinary world over at the packing house. They benefit, we benefit, the community benefits. It's that full circle again.